Ramiz Ahmed ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They begin with a run by Davis. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out, their signal caller. Now it is 4th season in the NFL.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
On play action, now Brady. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Loose inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Play action. Now it's Brady. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ja'Marr Chase, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a one-point game. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. Jakobi Meyers with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll find Clark open right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake. Brady.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. To throw, it's Brady.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Shaw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Shaw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On play action, it's Brady rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on first down is Brady. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bucs have come back to make it a 2-point game. Brady's going to look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. People were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets that big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down.
Open man downfield is Chase.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Chase, the motion man right.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. In motion goes the tight end. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Nice move at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now they'll change things up.
Back to throw here. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 1.
Davis is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Ja'Marr Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, Brady.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Ja'Marr Chase
as the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
Brady will look to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Short throw, it's Higbee. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Gets around him, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brady going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Christian Watson.
55 yards.
And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
There we go now as they will again try for two. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room.
There he goes, left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
123 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Fights through him. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Panthers have retaken a third quarter lead.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert it.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 63 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where you just shouldn't have thrown the football, and it ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Brady now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Brady. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers' 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Back to throw again.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Looking deep here for Chase.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Brady now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. Escapes the sack.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Into the red zone, it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. Rifles one into the hands of Clark.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Johnson.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Johnson again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Now Brady. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. the shotgun. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Panthers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So now the Bucs down by 9. A little under 2.5 to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. On play action, now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Brady to throw. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't.